Hello. First of all, thank you so much for being a doTERRA customer, and thank you for taking time to watch this video. I think you'll find it well worth your time because I want to show you the benefits you have as a doTERRA wholesale customer and how to get the most bang for your buck. If you can stick with me to the end, I have a gift for you too. So let's dive in. By now, I hope you've received your first order, opened up your box, and started using your doTERRA products. I sent you an email with some information and resources, so you can refer to that if you're wondering where to connect to our oil community, ask questions, do some research, find testimonials, learn about specific health topics, or join our upcoming classes. Of course, you can always reach out to me too. I'll show you a few of those resources now, and if you have access to another device or a separate browser window, you can find and bookmark these sites while I talk about them. First, I highly recommend getting an oil reference book and or an oil usage app, and you can find the ones I recommend in that email I sent to you. Next, I'm going to screen share so you can see some of the other resources that I want to make sure you know about. So hang on a second. Okay. So on Facebook, we have our drop by drop community, and this is where you can ask a question. You can just read over the community rules first when you join, and you can also search past conversations to find suggestions for a health concern that you may be dealing with. So I'll just type in a word here, and you can see what oil would you add to hot tea to break up a cough? No more sore throat, but can't kick a cough. Ideas. And you'll see there's 24, 25 comments. What oils are good for a cough? 18 comments. And you'll see here testimonials, people sharing what has worked well for them, sharing some recipes and some ideas of doTERRA products or oils that have really been helpful to various members of our community. So that is a great resource for you. You will also see some upcoming classes, some specials and promotions that are being promoted here. And up here under featured, this really walks you through the basics. So you'll see this one's the best budget-friendly strategies for ordering. Here's some resources like the books and the apps. Here's just a welcome with some information about the group. And then we get into the basics. What are oils, safety precautions, the 3 ways to use oils, doTERRA difference, etc. Just where to get started. All of that is there under featured. So that's a really helpful resource, and it's a large community that is quite active. I also have my own customer group here too, and you'll see at the top the latest this current month's promotions or the latest specials if there are any that come up throughout the month. Usually it's just the same for the whole month. And this group is not as big or as active, but I do sometimes do my own announcements or giveaways here. And you'll see here under featured an upcoming event that I have and also the newsletter that I have created for the month, which you should also start receiving in your email. This has events, upcoming classes, and always some recipes and helpful tips on using your oils. So that's something you should start receiving. But if you can't find it in your email, let me know. I'll make sure I've got the correct email address for my monthly newsletter. But you can also check here in Hope Wellness Oils with Crystal. That's my customer group. All right, next, let's go to the doTERRA website. All right, up here, let me just get to it. My photo box is covering it. Okay, under account, this is where you will log in. So just go to login, and I'm just using a fake account here. So feel free to pause. You will need your email address or doTERRA ID, either one, to sign in. And it is really helpful if you pause, if you can open another window or pop this open on another device. It will help you to walk through this with me. So I'm just going to log in with this fake account to show you around. And if it's your first time signing in, you will have to authenticate that it's you, but you won't have to do that every time. Okay, so I'm logging in here, and as you log in, the first thing you'll see pop up is this sharing made simple. This is called your referral link right here. You can copy that link and share it. And this allows you to share your favorite oils or products with others using this link, which gives your friends 25% off their orders for a year with no fees. And when they order, you'll earn 20% of their first order in in-store credit for future shopping. So it's a great link to save. Maybe put it in the notes on your phone so you always have it handy. And you can also, once you've got that saved and you know where to find it, you can click no thanks just so this box does not pop up every single time that you sign in. So I want to show you over here next to your picture, if you have one. If not, it'll just be a generic picture there instead of your photo. But under help, this is a good place to be familiar with, just in case you ever do need help from doTERRA customer service. Of course, I'm always happy to help you too, but you'll see here that this is the online chat. Now also over on the right hand bottom corner, you see live chat, but this shows you different ways to contact customer service if you need to. There's the phone number, there's the hours, the live chat, and there's an email address in case you're not able to contact them during open hours, either by phone or live chat. So that was under Contact doTERRA Member Services. Just want to make sure you know where to find that if you need it. Next, I want to show you where you can shop. So you'll just click over here near the top left side on shop. And then you'll see all the different categories of things that you can shop: essential oils, personal care, supplements, kits, collections, etc. And then any special offers, any supplied or limited supply items, holiday products, things that are maybe left over from a previous promotion but are not things that we sell all the time. Those will be here. But I want to actually show you the smartest way to shop and save the most money. So if you click back on shop, you can scroll down and you'll see this My Rewards order. Now you don't have one set up yet, so you'll have to set up a new one. And you can do that. You can always cancel out of it if you don't want to save it. But this account does already have one, so I'll show you how to manage it. You'll see this is a monthly order. Underneath, there's also this button that says Create Instant Rewards Order. If you wanted to place a second order during the month, you've already placed your monthly order, but you want to create a second order for the month, you would do that here. And you would get all the same benefits as your regular rewards order, which I'm about to explain to you, but just not having that set up as a second monthly order. So I'm going to go in here and click Manage on this order. So once it's all set up, you can go in and manage it. And this is where you'll see this is a monthly rewards order, which is really like a monthly wellness program, kind of like a frequent flyers program where you get rewards for ordering monthly. And the things that you order monthly are really up to you. You just have to order one item per month. You also get one skip per year if you just don't need anything 1 month. But you'll want to stay in this and order at least one item a month. And I'll show you why later, but you will earn points for free products. You can earn free shipping. And you'll see here the first item is the Foundational Wellness Bundle, which is our top-selling VMG, vitamin, minerals, and greens powder, along with our fish oil and our probiotics. And with this and with certain other bundles of supplements, you can customize. This is great because you can add on other supplements at very significant savings. You'll see the regular price listed, and then you'll see the special promotional price listed right underneath it. So you could add those if you would like to, up to 3 of them. And it's a great way to save money. All right, I will not continue. I will not change this order. Okay, so you'll also see the easiest way to add items to your cart is just to type it in up here. So I happen to know this month's product of the month, which is an extra 10% off. Each month it's a different product. This month it is the Serenity Sleep Soft Gels. So if I add that to the cart, it's a great time to do that when the product of the month is listed for an extra 10% off. It's normally $28 wholesale, and the promotion price is $25.20. And this is that supplement that is amazing for helping you fall asleep and stay asleep. So that just happens to be this month's special product of the month. And in here, once you've decided what you want to order, you'll see over to the right, your item total. Shipping is free on this because it is over 100 PV. So PV is just the product value. You'll see that listed down at the bottom there in purple. You'll also see that it is showing how many points you would earn on this particular order. And over here on the left, above the Serenity Soft Gels, you also see that this account has 25 points. So that just means that this person has earned 25 points toward free products. Now they can just continue to let those accrue and cash them in later. But anytime you have a product that's actually under the amount of points that you have, like here on the Serenity and Valerian stick, it says use points. So you could use points on one of those and it would subtract 1850 from the amount of points available, which is 25. So I'm actually going to show that. Let me just reduce the quantity to 1 and say that I want to use points. After you've accrued points with your monthly orders, then over here, it'll show points used 1850 to the right. You'll also see a point processing fee. That is a handling fee, and that is the same, $3 no matter how many points you're cashing in. So a lot of people do like to wait and cash in more points and not do just small amounts at a time. And it's also a nice way to stock up on what you need by saving up your points. But they do have to charge that. Otherwise, they would have to charge you tax basically for giving you free product. So this handling fee covers their handling costs, but also makes it to where they don't have to charge you anything at all for the points that you're using. So that is how the points work. So the first 3 months when you order more than 50 PV, you will earn 10% back in points, 10% of the PV of your order back in points. And then you'll bump up another 5% every 3 months until you max out at 30% of your monthly order back in points. Okay, so that's an exciting place to be. Every month when I order, I get 30% of that order back in points, and those add up really quickly. And I love being able to get a lot of what I need to stock up on free with my points. All right, so I hope that makes sense. I know that's a quick overview. Please let me know questions you have. You should also know there is a doTERRA shop app. So if you would prefer to do all of this through an app rather than a browser window, you sure can do that. So at this point, when I've decided what I want to order, I could save and process on the date that I chose for this month. And it would be the same every month. So it would be if you chose October 5th, it's going to be the 5th of each month. I suggest not choosing the first day of the month because you won't know the specials for the month. So wait at least a few days into the month. But if you do process it and you have it saved to process before the 15th of the month and you're over 125 PV, you always get a free product each month. And it's always one of our top 10 oils. They will announce at the beginning of the month which oil it is for that month. But that is exciting to get the free product of the month. So if you happen to ever be over 125 and it processes before the 15th, you get that free oil. So it's great to pick a date before then. If you realize it is the 3rd of the month, my date is the 5th, I really need these supplements faster, you can go ahead and proceed to checkout after the 1st of that month and go ahead and process that order. And then your next month's order will still automatically be on the date that you chose. Okay, I hope that is helpful. A few other interesting things to note on the website. If you go up here under Discover, and then Discover Solutions. This is a great place to find products that are right for you by different categories. So depending on what you're looking for, you can see body systems are listed here if you're really wanting to support your nervous system, for example. And up here, if you're really looking for products for kids, those are just a couple of examples there. Also under Discover, there is the science of essential oils if you're really interested in that. This is fascinating. There's a lot of research. You can learn about the science that doTERRA is involved in. All right, so those are just a couple of things. Also, the blog. I love the blog. This is where you can find all kinds of amazing recipes and articles, but different ways to use your oils that you probably never would have thought of, either here under recipes or under DIY. So you see here, say goodbye to weeds and pests, tea tree makeup remover, DIY foot bath soak, all kinds of different things. So this is a great way to learn various ways to use your oils also. All right, under our story up here, I love to highlight the doTERRA difference. You can learn why doTERRA is different here. We've talked some about that, but the quality, the purity of the oils really does stand out above the rest, and you can learn more about that here. You can also go to Source to You, which is really interesting. You can learn a lot about the oil quality and the doTERRA difference here as well. But up here under Enter Your Quality ID, this is super fascinating. Most companies don't do this, but doTERRA is so transparent. So here I have a bottle of frankincense, and on the bottom, there is a number, a batch number for this exact bottle of frankincense. I've already put that in there. I'm going to put that in and show you what comes up. So this shows you frankincense, tells you more about it, but here you can actually download the Aromatic Plant Research Center report on this exact batch of oil because doTERRA tests every single batch. So if you're interested in that, you can see the chromatography report, the peak constituent report, and they all have to fall within a specific range to meet doTERRA's quality standard. So it is really interesting to see how seriously they take testing and how transparent the company is about those things. The other thing that's just one last thing here on the website, the annual impact report. I just love how far-reaching the impact is on both sides of the essential oil bottle and all of the supplements for our health, but also for thousands of people around the world. So you can see the various countries and places around the world and how they're impacted, supporting children, creating self-reliance, clean water and sanitation, providing those things, global health, empowering women, and all of the different places that we source from, how many supply chain jobs we're creating, how much doTERRA has contributed to philanthropic causes. You can download the report, you can learn more about that, but I just love showing how much of an impact this company is making around the world. Okay, I'm going to stop screen sharing here now. All right. And I just want to let you know that as I wrap this up, I really hope we can reconnect soon so I can find out how it's going with your products and help you create a wellness plan for your health goals. I am here to partner with you however you need. I'm also curious, are you open to sharing oils with others at all or even making an income with doTERRA? Because if you are open to sharing, we can book a class or some wellness consults. I can help you share doTERRA with others and earn some free oils from me and in-store credit from doTERRA, like I mentioned. I'm also happy to send you some info about what doing this as a business looks like if you're open to making income like I do. It is a lot of fun and so rewarding. And since you made it to the end of this video, shoot me a message to let me know that you watched. I have a gift package for you with some resources and some items that go along with what you've purchased so far. And that'll really help you make the most of your doTERRA experience. So thank you again, and I look forward to hearing from you.